Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. So do me a favor before we get started. I need you to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need you to do favor hit that subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss episode. Also check me out on IG elevation_mentor. So what do? I help you buy property so that you can obtain financial freedom and become wealthy and not be broke for the rest of your life. Anyone interested in that? All right, so we're going to talk about the election, right? So, the election is coming up, and we will know very soon who is going to be the next president. So, who do you feel in your gut is going to win? What is your gut telling you? Feel free to chime in. Feel free to chime in. So, we have Trump versus Harris. Notice I say Harris. So when you speak, pay attention to how people tend to use the last name of the man and then they use the first name of the woman. So kind of pay attention to those little things that you may do that may not be so obvious to you. So if you're going to use the name Trump, use the name Harris, right? The only way you use her first name is if you're using his first name. So it may seem like something minuscule to you, but it's kind of a show of respect that you don't even notice that you're doing, right? Trump versus Harris. All right. This is what we have on the ticket. And who do you think is going to win? What is your gut telling you? All right. So I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but if you have any sense at all, if you have 1 cent in your brain, then you're going to vote for a woman. All right. So I guess people don't want to take a stance on this. They want to keep it private, saying, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. See, I don't have to be concerned about that because my audience is not that big. But when your audience grows huge, then I guess you have to be concerned about whatever you're concerned about. What are you concerned about? Huge audiences. So if you say it publicly, is your concern that people are going to be coming out and attacking you? Is that it? Attack. Protecting yourself from attack. Is that what it is? So I don't have to be concerned about that because my audience is still small. Right. So that's why it's pretty good to grow gradually because you're learning about these different things that come with elevation. Right. So I'm not going to tell you to vote for. But like I said, if you have 1 cent in your brain, you're going to vote for a woman. What's important is that you vote no matter what your stance is. So don't be sitting at home talking about I'm going to sit this one out. So no matter what your stance is, make sure that you're voting. All right. Black men, black men. So I'm seeing what you're saying. You're saying that they're using you as a scapegoat, which I find to be kind of interesting. Um, if you think about the Indian men, right? Harris is biracial. So if you think about the Indian men, no one is saying anything about who the Indian men should vote for. And I know an Indian man, and he's voting for Trump. So I'm hearing that black men, that some of you believe that they are using you for a scapegoat, which I think is interesting. What I think is happening is that they're looking at your social media and they're seeing that you're not really with either party. That's what I think. All right. So, what I say is, it's not really about Democrat, it's not really about Republican. It's about protecting the women in your lives, protecting your family. But first of all, you have to get a family. That's the first step. How do you get a family? Um, Preferably, you go look for someone to marry and you marry first. That's the first step. All right. And then after you marry her, then the child comes. All right. Everybody get that? So first you go look for somebody to marry. Then you have a child. And that's how you create a family. Right? So protecting the women in your lives, protecting your family, but first go get a family. All right. I'm seeing some people saying that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's in office, right? So if that's the stance you take, if it doesn't matter, pick the woman. We already saw Trump. He was already president. So for the people who saying that um, they're not going to do anything that impacts you financially, don't forget about student loans. They wiped out debt for millions of people. If that's not affecting you financially, I don't know what else would be. So if you're a man, however, maybe they didn't select you. And that's why you can't see the financial impact. Maybe you didn't need them because you were already a millionaire and you had already paid your debt off. Is that your story? Or you weren't selected? Or you didn't have debt because you chose not to go to school. You went to the military or trade school or some other thing. Either way it goes, you're not seeing the financial impact, the huge financial impact that took place. Like I said, they wiped out debt for millions of people. That's what the Democrats just did. Okay, it just happened recently. I'm also hearing that, for some people, they're not really sold out on Harris. If that's the case, vote for the woman. Why? We already saw Trump. He was already president. Give somebody else a chance. All right. So just take what I said into consideration. Um, like I said before, of course, you're not going to agree with everything, um, which is understandable. Even I don't agree with everything. That's why we really need an independent party. Where is the independent party? How come they don't get a voice? It's really all about money, isn't it? If you have the money, you can have a voice. All right, so that's all I'm going to say. Whatever you do, make sure you get out there and vote. Don't just be sitting around not voting. All right. So Do me a favor before you leave, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Feel free to leave your comments. Check out the pin link below. Men, the hat is for you. And if you're interested in buying property, if you're interested in financial freedom, if you're interested in obtaining wealth, if you're interested in possibly leaving your job at some point, if you are interested in not being worried about money all the time, then check out this link below. Join the wait list for the real estate group. All right. You'll be with a community of like-minded people. All right. Thank you for watching, everyone. Don't forget, on your way out, hit that like button. All right. See you next time.